Time to fly, time to fly. Never give up, we won't retreat. The ones who stand after.
Hello friends, and welcome again to another Street Fighter Duel video.
Hey guys, welcome to the channel. We are again in the Midsummer Adventure with another boss, and this time it's Fashion Sakura. Now Fashion Sakura is a support unit, but here she deals damage. She doesn't do the supporting stuff. She doesn't heal herself because there's no bar for healing. You can't kill the boss. So here it's a little bit easier than F.Blanka and Summer Ibuki because she deals single target damage, but she inflicts you with Dazzle. And now Dazzle, when you're inflicted upon with it, when she does another skill, she can kill you and go through immunities like kill Bison, Abel, Gouken, and everybody else. Now, there's specific ways to counter this, especially with the dispelling. If you have Divine Rose, if you have S.Elena, you don't need to build them max. If you just use their skills, you can use them. It will help you. It will remove the debuff. Now, T-Hawk is another unit that you can use. His C1 doesn't work quite well as it's supposed to. So, in the description, and I tried so much to work with T-Hawk, and I tried him on the lineup. When I use his C1, he doesn't dispel unless the target that has the debuff do an action. And this is what I saw. So I was using T-Hawk here in this lineup. I put him here. Let me demonstrate this for you really quick. I didn't build him because I was just trying to test some stuff. And if you use T-Hawk, he doesn't dispel anything from your boss. So let's see. So I just dropped this. She inflict Dazzle on my Bison now. I drop this and this. Then him. And as you see, it's still up there on Bison. And he can die. Now he didn't die because he exploded because of his passive, and it's a cheeky way to cheat death. As you see, he didn't dispel it, so Bison died. Now, how to dispel it from Bison using T-Hawk. Now, this is the second run. I'll show you. This is what's happening. The miswriting, the writing that the devs did, or this explanation, that it's not optimal and it's not as we know. As you see, the debuff is on Bison. When you use his skill, the debuff gets removed. It's not in her description. It's not in the C1 description of T-Hawk. As you see, there's no icon of the debuff on Bison, as we see here. And she goes through her attacks. She does 2 more attacks. And on the third attack, she will hit. And it will happen again. So if you want to remove a debuff from somebody that has it, and you don't have anybody to help you with that, what you need is to use their skills, and this will help you remove that debuff from them. That was it for T-Hawk. If somebody is asking about T-Hawk. Now, T-Hawk also works in a different way. So if you go and read, and this is what I want to explain. This is a coding error that have been occurring in the game. So for many units, and it's the problem with the description of other skills that they have that conflicts with their normal skills. So if you have him do something on his C2 and do something else on his C1, sometimes it doesn't work on the C1 until the condition of the C2 meets, or something else that is bad with the description. As you see T-Hawk here, if we go, I can't see it here, so I'm gonna go to the trial and show you that. So his assist skill is whenever your assisted skill that has a debuff on him do an action or any kind of combo, super combo or whatever, they remove the debuff from themselves. This is his assist skill. So his C1 doesn't work that way. His C1 works is whenever he uses his C1, he removes a debuff from himself and then randomly from one ally that has a debuff. And Fashion Sakura here puts only one debuff throughout the whole fight on one single unit, so the debuff will be removed from that ally. But it doesn't say that the condition of the dispelling is whenever they make a combo. So it goes back to his assist, and here is where the coding error, that is his C1 skill is been reading from his assist. So the file is reading the assist and implementing it on his C1, and it's not using the C1 or whatever it's explained here. So this is, I've been testing this today. I didn't know that. Forever T-Hawk wasn't working, and now I understand why he's not working. You can cheese him with some lineups. You can use him with a lineup that your active unit that you want to use the skills of is the one to use the skills, and you can use him then. So you can use, if a debuff is inflicted on, let's say, Cammy, I start with Cammy. I use T-Hawk with the C1, and then I use the C2 or the C3 of Cammy in the end, the debuff will be removed. Other than that, this will be a great way to help you, which is to put him on assist on the unit that is dealing the combos, and it will remove the debuffs. Now, I don't have Diviner Rose, so I didn't try her. Probably if I have her, I would try her, and especially here in this lineup, instead of my normal Rose. I don't know, I think normal Rose also dispels in some way. I don't think she dispels. I will read her again, but many times I saw Viper or E.Ryu remove the debuffs that they have on themselves. So, let's talk about the lineups. I'm sorry that this took a long, but I want you just to understand if somebody is having some issues. And if you want to really use T-Hawk with his assist or his C1, you can do that, but you need to use the combo of the unit that is that you want to debuff, or you want to dispel the debuff and cleanse it from them. Anyway, so the lineup that I'm using this specific lineup, and I was using Elena on her. Of course, Summer Elena dispels with her super, and you might say it's RNG when she drops in to dispel from her war dance, but it happens a lot. It happened every time. I never lost any unit while I was doing that, except her. She's the only one to die because she's squishy on my lineup, and she doesn't have the good gears and stuff. You can, of course, every time before you start your battle, slap on her any gears that you want from other units. Chun-Li gears works perfectly on her, so, since they are wind and they are agility. So I start with the fight with Fashion Blanka. I use the C1 of Dhalsim to stack some more penance and give him the buff. Then Fashion Blanka, and then Bison in the end. Now, after that, my whole rotation changed. I start with Dhalsim. I use the C1 of Bison, C2 of Fashion Blanka, then the C3 of Bison into the entire round. And in the end, when Bison starts getting hit in his face time after time, he explodes. And when he explodes, he does his shadow attack. So you can't use his C1 because he's always in action, and you can't even finish your combos because the time will run away. So I have 2 extra bars. So I use Dhalsim super, then the C1 of Fashion Blanka, because C1 of Fashion Blanka, when he has Wildfire, and in the late game when you accumulate all of these attacking stacks, deals massive amount of damage, even outscales some units on your main DPS. And then I use Dhalsim again and C1 of Fashion Blanka. If I had the chance to use C1 of Bison, I will use the C2 of Fashion Blanka, then the C3 of Dhalsim. I will show you the replay after we've done with the lineups. My second lineup, it's the normal lineup. I start with E.Ryu, then Street Poison, Rose, then Viper. Then I start with Viper, Street Poison, Rose, then Viper. And why I do that, why I start with E.Ryu, he's A+, as you see on my account, but why I start with him? Because when you start with him, you gain these two stacks of Satsui no Iki, if you've been accumulating combo. If you didn't accumulate combo and he still have his passive when he entered the battle, which is 1 Satsui no Iki, if you start with him, that's 3 Satsui no Iki, and you can continue. And when he reaches 5 Satsui no Iki and you hit a C3 with Viper, he will initiate his C1, which hits Sakura and remove or decrease her combo meter, so you can deal more damage. And the third and final team, and my favorite lineup so far, and I'm gonna tell you why. And this is a game changer, because she's not triple S for me, and I'll do this later in the now after we finish the video. I'll summon for her. I still have tickets. I got accumulated some tickets and diamonds. Her SS skill is insane. Witch Jury SS skill is one of the best SS skills in the game, and I will tell you why. So my Cammy always is in the front line taking damage. Why? Because she uses her super, she goes in the front line. So I use Abel C1, C2 from Chun-Li, then I use Cammy C3. Now everybody goes in the front line, hit her, but Cammy is the one with the long legs that keeps hitting her and taking the damage from the boss. And because you have Jury, Witch Jury on her, she constantly heals. She's full HP to the entire fight. To the end of the battle, she dies in the end with the accumulated damage that the boss gets. But it's insane how much survivability and sustainability, because Witch Jury, if you read here, it will give you the stacks of her assist, 0.5 lifesteal, every second stack to 15%, and lasts until the end of the battle. And this 15% actually will be shown, and I will show you that in the replay. Now let's go to the replays, and as you see, I'm ranking now. Tito Lexuga didn't play. Yeah, when he'll play, he will be rank 1, but I'll be rank 2 on my server if I continue that. And I promise you, my lineup did almost 1 billion damage. I can go to 1.5 billion if I concentrate and go and do the best runs, because Dhalsim team is insane. Another thing I wanted to tell you, I don't know if anybody is playing Fashion Can. Atlas, I know you have him. Yeah. Well, this is one way to play Fashion Ken, but this is not the best way to play him. The best way, this is completely, you can go 1.5 billion with one team. And it's Flame Chun-Li, Fashion Ken, and use the anything else that you want. Literally anything else that you want. You need them both together, and you will get insane damage. You can add Dhalsim to their team also. Again, Dhalsim will explode and deal that, because Fashion Flame Chun-Li enables Dhalsim, and Ken enables Fashion Chun-Li, enable himself and enable Dhalsim. So you can't go wrong with this. Try this team, Fashion Ken, Fashion Flame Chun-Li, and Dhalsim, and you can't go wrong. So let's check the replays. I will. This is not the best lineup, the best score. I did 400 million on this, but I also whiffed on the others. I did here 320 million, and I also whiffed on the others. So the best run will happen. The best score that I've got with this team literally is the 460. I didn't get any more. I always get into the 420, 430 range, but I can't get to the 460. I need to focus. I need to drink my coffee. I woke up like an hour ago or 2 hours ago talking with Hazing, watching his videos. Watch his video. He will explain for you how the EX move of S.Elena is not working. Sadly, it's not working. It's just like T-Hawk. Whenever you want to use it to debuff, you need to use an active skill of any unit. And this is an error in the coding, and I hope they fix it, because many people went for the EX. Now, the first lineup, as you see, this is what happened. Viper just demolished, trashed Sakura, and we'll go. And I'll do it as X2. I'm first at X4 to accumulate the bars. And as you see, here she got the debuff on her, and it got cleansed by the end. I don't know how, but I 100% sure it's because of Rose dispel it, or maybe it gets removed by certain time. Anyway, let's check this. So I start the fight with E.Ryu, then S.Poison, Rose, and Viper till the end of the battle. So I'm gonna speed it up for you, and I use Viper, then S.Poison, Rose, and then Viper to the end of the battle. So as you see, nobody has the debuff on them. E.Ryu will die anyway. Now he had the debuff on himself, and he will die. But he did his job. He gave us the buffs, and he removed the combo meter from Sakura with his C1, which is amazing, and that's all what we want. And in the end, after all of this damage, yeah, this is what happened. Viper died, and it wasn't my best run, but it was decent. It was decent. It got me to this 300 million. I start with Rose, C1 from S.Poison, and C2 from Rose, just for some continuation, because we don't have time anymore. And yeah, that was it for this fight. Now, let's check the other fight, and I'll show you the rotations. And it's massive. As you see, Dhalsim did most of the damage. Bison with his explosion. I should have taken his gears off. He will do more explosions. But anyway, it happened. And F.Blanka, of course. And this is the lineup. So at the start of the battle, as you see, I start immediately with the combos. I start because I don't want Dhalsim to jump off his leg. So I start, and then C1 of Dhalsim, and I wait. Then I hit the C2 of F.Blanka. Then the C3 of Bison. As you see, why Bison didn't die? Because he got cleansed, and it's a delay in the reaction of the cleansing. So it showed the icon, but it wasn't there anymore. Again, go with this rotation. Dhalsim, Bison, F.Blanka, then Dhalsim, until the end of the battle. I'll go to the end of the battle, and I will show you the last rotation. And the last rotation, because I couldn't use Bison anymore, he was in action all the time, because he was getting explosions and explosions after explosion, which is good, which adds DPS to your lineup. I think here, yeah, I start with okay, I use Bison. Yeah, I use Bison here. So after this, you're not gonna see any F.Blanka C2. It's only Dhalsim, then C1 of F.Blanka, because I couldn't use and Dhalsim, C1 of Bison, C2 of Blanka, then Dhalsim, because I couldn't use my abilities, because Bison kept exploding. I couldn't use his C1. And that was it. That was the run. 100% you can do better than that. It's a little bit of RNG, but it's kind of the way that you accumulate it, you will get cleansed. And this is my favorite lineup. It's Cammy, Abel, Chun-Li, then Cammy, and you'll see how much she heals herself. So at the start of the battle, you start immediately with Cammy because you will accumulate a lot of combo meter because Ken is the trigger and there's a skill tree in the battle loss that gives you combo meter and trigger. And Chun-Li, when she hits and crits, she gives you combo meter. So Cammy is constantly being hit. As you see, she always stays on the front because of her spin kick, because of her abilities. Hit Chun-Li with the crits, and then Cammy hits hard, and then she does her spin combo kick, and again, she gets hit. You'll see her when she goes low HP, how much healing she accumulates. It's insane. It's insane. As you see, she's still healing while she's getting attacked. As you see, look. She hits C1, C2, then C3. There's one combo that she almost died. I think it's here. I think it's here in the C3, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, and she did a spin kick. Look, boom. She heals. She heals. She went back to full after this because of the C3. Ken died. He sacrificed himself to the cause, which is amazing. And again, she's hitting my Cammy. My Cammy doesn't care. She goes in, all ham. And here she goes, I think. Yeah. But we did the spin kick. And in the end, I used Chun-Li because this is whatever I was having in my combo meter for more damage. And that was it. That was the run. It was a successful run. Can you do better? Yes, we can do better. If you have Fashion Ken and Flame Chun-Li, use them together on one lineup. They do insane damage. Fashion Chun-Li and Dhalsim together, they do insane damage. It's criminal not to use them together. Now, I'm sorry this video took too long. Now let's go to the summons. And we need one more copy for Jury, and she will be triple S. Let's see where this will get us. And here we go. Let's go. Let's go. Yes, baby! Oh my god. First try. First try. There's no shafting here. This is the best summoning that I have ever been having in my life. Okay, I'll go more because, as I said, having her, not having her, it's worth it to go with the 50%. This is the best, what they say, dollar to your buck, or whatever they say the example is. This is the best thing that you can do. You need to dump all your resources on this banner because of the resources in return that you get. Look at all of this. I go all in for this. I go any day of the week, I'll go all in for this. And here you have it. That's what I want. More resources. Do we have? Yes, we can do 2 more. I'll do 1 more, keep some diamonds. Maybe I want to refresh, do something on my shop or whatever. And here, look, to X24 twice. That's the only thing I'm aiming for here. That's the only thing I'm aiming for. And as you see, my Jury, finally, she's awakened. Free to play, fully free to play. Where is she? Here you go. Let's go, baby. That's it. That's it. That's all I wanted. The triple S. And here we go. Here we go. In the mall. We get the growth pack. Final thing. If you go more, I think it will open for you even more. And the thing is, with this, you get a lot of cards. Now, I didn't get lucky. I got only 2 cards, as you see here. But it gets you a lot of cards. And when you open these cards, let's check. Beast Zangief, Mad Ryu. I need food anyway. And I'll show you why I'm saying that. Anyway, probably I don't have anything to max out or awaken. Let me check. In the Thunder, can I use anything? I have 2 Sakura. I think Makoto can... Yeah, I need to do Makoto. Let's leave Sakura alone. Use Mad Ryu as food. This is what I need. Okay. So now I have probably every unit built. I think I have some more. Yeah, I can build T-Hawk. I can build but I'm using I told you, don't sacrifice Cody. He's insane. He helps you a lot in the... So, what is it good about it? It's good because you get points here. And the more points that you get, you can raise your level 3. And I need one more. How much? I need 2 more points, and I'll get it. I'll evolve somebody, get 2 more points. I'll make it to 40. Now everybody here in this list will deal more damage. With them is Viper, E.Ryu, Dhalsim, your trendy Kami if you have that trendy Kami, Virgil, Guile, even Bison. These are the attack units. Even if you get Flame Chun and the new Ken, you want this to go to 45. Now why 45? If you see at level 40, when the HP drops below 30%, for the first time obtains a shield, absorbs damage, that's reduction. At 45, gains 12.1 or 0.2 damage bonus for 5 seconds after triggering a crit. A trigger interval 12 seconds. Every 12 seconds, you're gonna get bonus 12.2 damage in total, which is insane. And that's what you need. You need it at least for 45 here, and then go with the assassins because of Akuma and Kami, Juri, Witch Juri, whatever you're building. And yeah, that was it for the video.
If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe. If you didn't, we thank you for watching. And as always, stay frosty. Peace.
Time to fly, time to fly.